All right, told you guys that we would get a physique update going, and that's what we're doing. That's day one. As you can tell, I am full, however a little fat-ish, right? Day 12, skin's definitely thinner, but so are the muscles, and that's just from being depleted. One of the symptoms of being decently assertive with your diet. So I'm definitely leaner than the day 12 video would lead you to believe. However, you really can't see it because the muscles are very pancakey. From this point on, though, what you will see is that now that a lot of the excess fat is gone, everything's going to come from a lot of these little crevices. That's the best way I could describe it. But that's just going to lead to better muscle separation, more clarity between muscle groups. So it'll definitely start to show. But as of right now, I was like mildly disappointed a bit because I feel leaner than this is showing. Hamstrings, though, definitely made some good improvements, as you will see. Day 1, day 12, lines are starting to creep up. However, again, remember, this lighting is brutally honest. The point of this lighting is not to impress anyone, not to make me feel good about how I'm looking, but I want lighting that is unanimous. So for example, this video here was from a pull-down video tutorial that I did for Omar Isso's channel. And as you can tell, under more standard lighting, we look okay. However, that's not the goal when you're taking progress pictures. Again, you want it to be unanimous. When muscle gain slowly creeps in, you want to be able to decipher that. And when you're going through a fat loss phase, you want to be able to keep track of that as well as you can, because the scale is quite limiting. By the way, the difference between day 1 and day 12 is 182 to 177. Not all of that obviously is going to be fat loss. A lot of that is just is glycogen, food volume, a lot of stuff. But yeah, definitely flat. However, my training has not taken a hit yet, and I think a lot of that has to do with the fact that I'm just taking more rest days, which means that in between sessions I have more time to refuel. So far so good. However, I do feel that pretty soon here we're going to have to start getting into an approach that is a bit more sustainable. So what we will do is just run with a caloric intake that is probably somewhere around 2,900 calories. I lose very well there, so it's still pretty accelerated. However, it's more sustainable. It's going to let me keep my performance and peace of mind, both very important things. So that's where we're going after, I'd say, this week. So we probably have one more digging phase, and then after that, we're going to chill out a little bit. One question that I kept getting is, why are you cutting? Isn't that going to take away from your gaining time? And well, the truth is that I have been gaining for the last 8 or so months, almost 8 months. And obviously, when you are gaining, you're going to be overeating, which will lead to some fat gain. And the issue with that is that if I get too fat, it takes me too far away from my stage weight, which will not be climbing a whole lot season to season. So right now I'm about 20 pounds over, and that's about as heavy as I like to see myself above my contest weight, maybe 20, 25. And I'd like to get down to the point where I'm about anywhere between, we're going to say 12 to 15 pounds over contest weight, and then just restart the gaining phase from there. So yeah, this is so that I can gain again. It's not to look good for the summer or for just vanity reasons. It's for the big picture. It's for my 2017 campaign. It's for the last gaining phase I have before that, so that I can gain and not decondition myself too much. Because that's kind of the issue with bodybuilding, is that what it takes to make you better. It's kind of the exact opposite of what you do leading into competition day. So yeah, that is why we're doing that, so that we can get into another controlled eating phase. This is going to be a short video. We have quite a few more videos from myself and the other coaches coming out this week. Everything from our training journals to just information on a number of many different topics. So again, thank you very, very much, guys, for the support. So far so good, been pretty consistent with these, and I'm going to continue doing that because it keeps me honest and it keeps me on track. Keep the questions coming, and yeah, so far so good. 2 weeks in or so.